Hey everyone, Matt here from VapeRev. Vaping has gained a lot of media attention recently, which is due to the fact that e-cigarettes have become such a well-received alternative for people who would normally smoke cigarettes. Although it has been around for quite a few years now, vaping remains to be relatively young, and because of this, the industry as a whole is largely undefined. Critics of vaping have questions and concerns pertaining to the products we as vapers use on a daily basis. To many of us, vaping holds a special place in our heart because it gave us a viable and enjoyable option to kick the habit of smoking for good. Although vaping isn't thought to be harmful, the skeptics are out there and we need to do everything possible to ensure vaping is perceived in a positive light. With this in mind, we here at VapeRev won't attempt to tell you what to do or not to do when it comes to vaping. Instead, this EDU will offer some tips that we've come up with on the topic of vaping responsibly. So here we go. The first aspect of responsible vaping we'll be discussing relates to minors and children. We are all familiar with the tasty e-liquid flavors such as Gummy Bear, Pink Lemonade, and Melon Head. Although these may remind us of our younger years, e-liquid flavors in general are in no way designed to attract the attention of minors or children. In fact, vaping and all e-liquids are not suitable for minors. This applies to 0 milligram juices as well. Since vaping is an adult activity, it's important to take some simple precautions when we're in the presence of minors or children. When a device isn't being used, ensure that it is locked and not within reach of any minors, along with any e-liquid you may have. Kids love to play with things, and to them, our devices may be seen as toys, so we need to treat our vape gear accordingly. Also, when vaping in an enclosed space such as a car and children are present, open the window a bit as a common courtesy. Vaping in the car is enjoyable, but there's no need to surround our children with vapor, whether or not vapor is thought to be less harmful than cigarette smoke. The next tip for responsible vaping involves our pets. Many of us have animals, we love them and see them as part of the family, but just as a dog can find fun with a shoe or a tube of chapstick, it can do the same with a mod or a bottle of e-liquid. Therefore, it is important that our devices are locked and stowed away safely out of the reach of our sometimes mischievous pets. The same goes for e-liquid. Make sure that it is stored away in a place that dogs, cats, or other animals can't access. The last tip we would like to offer is in regards to vaping responsibly in common social settings. As vapers, we understand that our exhaled vapor often has a pleasant smell to it and is in no way offensive. However, since smoking cigarettes indoors isn't allowed, some individuals are put off by vaping inside since they are not accustomed to it. We should be courteous and respectful with our vaping habits. Therefore, blowing clouds while in line at a grocery store or in a movie theater may not be appropriate. When we do this, it draws attention and can give non-vapers a reason to view vaping as annoying or offensive, which we want to avoid as much as possible. Right now, we are all key players in a crucial stage of development for the vaping industry. Vaping has grown big enough to gain the attention of powerful legislators and government officials worldwide. Regulation of the vaping industry is imminent in the upcoming months and years, which is not necessarily a bad thing. In fact, we should support regulation and do all we can to ensure that it is appropriate and fair. Vaping responsibly will help to minimize any negative perception of our industry. The more people we have working together, the better chances we have of gaining support at the government level. With this being said, being proactive in the vape community and with the proposed legislation will help to get our voices heard. This may be as simple as making a call or writing a letter to your state representative. The vaping industry needs support at the government level, and every interaction we make has an impact. Well everyone, that's a wrap on this week's EDU. As always, I hope you found all the information useful. If you'd like to stay in touch with what's going on here at VapeRev or in the vape community as a whole, check out our website at www.vaperev.com.